On this episode I'm going to be talking about landscape photography and the best tips and tricks that I've found that helps me to take landscape photography. Coming up. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to How to Instagram. My name is Dean Tucker, aka visualrev, and like I said, on this episode we're going to be talking about landscapes and the best practices that I've found help to take landscape pictures for Instagram. I think it's safe to say that I have been taking photos of landscapes pretty much since I started photography. That was probably like the first thing I took a picture of, as most people do, and I haven't really stopped taking them since. So I'm just gonna speak about it today and tell you what I've learned along the way. Where to start with landscapes? Firstly, golden hour. Landscapes and golden hour are best friends. Shoot landscapes during golden hour, that is the perfect lighting for it. And also when it's overcast and cloudy, that is my favorite weather to shoot landscapes, because it just makes the whole scene more interesting. It doesn't have harsh light, and clouds are just the best thing in the world. Who doesn't love clouds? And clouds and mist make everything interesting. So when you can, shoot at golden hour or shoot when it's really cloudy and misty and stormy and bad weather. People will tell you, no, it's not a nice day to take photos, but go outside and take photos and blow everyone's mind. I haven't said any tips yet. Tips. So in shooting landscapes, you're going to want to try and use an aperture of about 4 and above. This is just to make sure that everything is in focus and that you get a nice clean and crisp shot. Another thing that I've learned when shooting landscapes that really makes a difference to the photo is that if you have a person in the landscape, this kind of just gives a sense of scale to the whole picture and just connects humanity to nature. It's just, I don't know, I find it really interesting to see a person in front of the landscape. We're here for the tips, Dean. Give us the tips. All the tips. Give us the tips, Dean. Tip. When it comes to actually taking the picture of the landscape, it all depends on how you want the photo to look. I try to shoot in a really neutral way so that I have the most control after it in editing, but some people like to overexpose the landscapes a bit or even underexpose it. It really just depends on your style and what you think works best for you. I must recommend though, if you're shooting landscapes in quite dim light, if it's sunset or sunrise, just before the sun is out or down, then I do recommend using a tripod to stabilize your shots. This is probably one of the most important pieces of equipment for a landscape photographer. You also get something called the ND filter, which controls the amount of light that is let into the lens. It's basically like a black, I don't want to say a black piece of glass, but it's a filter that goes over your lens to control the amount of light. So you also get variable ND filters, which you can change the amount of light that is let into your camera, which is pretty cool. So this allows you to do long exposures during the day, which is really cool, so you can kind of like blur everyday life. And then it also allows you to shoot at a really low aperture during the day if it's a really bright day. Another tip, consider the rule of thirds when taking your landscape photography. It's quite a basic rule to photography and art and visual stuff in general. So most cameras will give you the option to have the rule of thirds grid on your display or through your viewfinder. So you really want to take advantage of this, especially as well for straightening your shot. I can't tell you how annoying it is when you see pictures on Instagram or anywhere where the horizon is skew, where it's like that. And you're just like, please, even if you shoot it skew, you can still make it straight in editing, but please just shoot it straight. You can use the lines on your grid to straighten your picture. I'll put some examples up of how I've used the rule of thirds to take my picture, and just a good example is to have either like the sea or the land or something in the lower third, have your mountains or subject in the middle third, and then have like the sky in the top third. In general, it's just more pleasing to the human eye and people find it to be more attractive and organized. So yeah, that is the rule of thirds. There's also the golden ratio, which you can use, but that is really confusing and I don't use it. Just telling you what I do on Instagram. And the last tip I have for you for landscape photography is just enjoy the moment that you're in. One of the best things that I found from getting into photography and taking landscape photography is going to all these amazing places and seeing things that people don't usually see. So it's great to take photos of this and share it with the world and make everyone else jealous. So, no, I'm joking, but it's really amazing to be in these situations, and I think that we must take full advantage of it. Whether you're in the city or on a mountain, just enjoy the location that you're at and take in the moment. Besides just taking the picture, just stop, sit back and enjoy the moment that you're in. One more tip. Another tip is to try and get a different perspective on the landscape that you are taking. Try and get away from the place where most people take the photo. Go climb an extra 20 meters. Go down the road to get on the floor and lie in the middle of the road to get that shot. Just get a different perspective and do something unique. Try not to copy other people as well, and get your own view on life and your own unique style to your feed. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little video on my landscape photography tips. I hope I didn't miss anything. I think I explained everything that I do when I take landscape photos. I'm not an expert, but I have been doing it for a while and I do know something. So again, I hope this helped. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, and if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. In the meantime, keep on taking awesome photos, just keep on shooting and doing all the things. Thanks so much for watching How to Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye. So landscapes, dude. Crispy, crisp. That's a weird word. Crisp, crispy, crisp.